Hello and welcome to another interesting session on data analytics. Let us start this session with some interesting statistics. As per an estimate of IBM, which is actually a slightly conservative estimate, it says that every day 7.5 million terabyte of data is generated. So let me simplify the sentence. What does it mean? This means if we digitize every book ever written, the amount of storage required would be 175 terabytes. Even if this data is slightly old, but it sounds incredible. It is incredible to know the rate at which the data is multiplying. But let us explore another aspect of data analytics today. There is a very interesting book. The title of the book is Deep Text. It's written by Remy and it was written in 2016, where it is written that it has become a common assertion that 80% of the valuable business information can be found in unstructured text. So, I would like to quote and unquote. Considering the dramatic increase in the amount of unstructured text we are witnessing, I would not be surprised to learn the figure is actually closer to 90%. So, what is the ramification of this particular incident? The ramification is that it evolved, it gave a birth to another aspect called text analytics. Text analytics is an area where we study the unstructured data. Let us see what is the working definition of text analytics. Text analytics seeks to get at the hidden value that lies buried in the massive data sets of unstructured text. Remy provided a working definition of text analytics and he defined it as the use of software and the content models to analyze the text and the applications that are built using the analysis. Now, since we have defined text analytics, let us explore what kind of application does it have. Text analytics can be used in a variety of ways to derive meaning from the data. For example, it can be leveraged to improve enterprise search, to detect fraud, to discover new insights in legal documentation, or to better understand customer satisfaction through surveys and call center logs. Do we face any challenges with the text analytics? And the answer is yes. So, let us explore what are the challenges associated with the text analytics. One of the major challenges with the text analytics is that how to extract contextual meaning from a massive data set of unstructured text, whether it is to sense a change in the demand or discovering new knowledge about a competitor or deciphering what beneficiaries are saying about a product or a service. Now, let us explore what are the processes that are involved with the text analytics. Now, there are three steps that are crucial to the text analytics. Handling the data and getting it ready for analyzing can be broken down into three core and critical concepts known as extract, transform and load. In short, we call it ETL. Now we know that we need to extract the unstructured data, but let's find it out. How do we extract it? Perhaps the most common format which can be used is CSV format. CSV stands for comma separated value file. The CSV exports are available in most of the systems. The main problem with the CSV file is that they are usually generated through a manual process which limits the size and the scope of the data. So, as an alternate measure, one can use an application programming interface API, but it requires coding to extract the data. Now, we will see what are the second and the third stages of the process. In the second stage, once the data is extracted, it moves into the transform phase where the data is normalized and prepared ready for the analysis. Transforming data is a very technical process, and with multiple data inputs, as is the case with text analytics, this process is more complicated. And in the final stage, once the data is successfully loaded in the database, it is ready to be analyzed using the text analytics tool. Now, let us see, do we use the text analytics in public administration? The answer is yes. In the digital age, it is important for both the public administration researchers and practitioners to understand how to manage and process large unstructured and semi-structured data, to extract the useful information and interpret data for evidence-based decision making. So, do we have the evidence of using text analytics in public administration? The answer is definitely yes. We will see some of the sectors where the text analytics have been used. The research shows that public administration uses the text data. On your screen you can see some of the examples of the uses of text data. For instance, researchers have analyzed the tweeted data to address a wide range of research questions such as government citizen co-production of disaster information, citizens risk communication, political discourse during elections, and citizens' attitudes towards the healthcare services. Let's find it out what is the role of Twitter in public administration. The Twitter has a very important and interesting role to play in the public administration. It allows the users to disseminate and communicate information in a timely manner through tweeting or retweeting brief messages. Furthermore, Twitter allows for the interactions between users and the conversations of one-to-one, one-to-many and many-to-many. As citizens can retweet or reply to the tweet messages sent by the government, citizens can join the government in creating and producing public information. We will explore some of the case studies in today's session to see how the text analytics has been used by the public administrators. In the end, I would like to conclude that text analytics is a very new area, but is full of excitement and full of innovation. But despite the excitement and the innovation, there is a truth also. And the truth is that we need the data analysts in this particular field. We have entered a brave new world with vast amount of data and insanely lots of technologies, and those technologies are very, very powerful. Therefore, it is up to the decision makers to use these sophisticated technologies cautiously and take a decision. Thank you very much.